Okay, this video is hopefully going to help you understand what it is that makes a good response to one of these big 10-mark questions in the exam. There are going to be two of them, and they are going to ask you to make some recommendations, okay, and then give reasons for your recommendations. Now, the key thing is to show a range of different sorts of skills. Okay, the examiner uses this sort of mark scheme to mark the work, and you need to show business knowledge. You need to be able to apply it to the particular business case. You need to analyze why what they're doing is important, so looking at why they're doing it and what the consequences are, and then show the skill of evaluation, which means basically making a decision and making a justified recommendation to the business. So the question is, using your research, recommend to the fireworks company which one of the methods of production you recommend would be most suitable for the production of fireworks for the tailor-made private corporate events. Give reasons for your recommendation. So the tailor-made corporate private events are things like a launch of a new product. When the Jaguar Land Rover launched their new 4x4 Jaguar, it came with a great big celebration with big firework displays and all sorts of big celebrations, and that's the sort of company that the fireworks company would like to be able to sell to. Lots of profit to be made, but they're looking for something a little bit different. They're not buying standard fireworks, they want something designed for the occasion. So, an exemplar answer to this. Skyburst Illuminations in Bristol uses a combination of job production and batch production. When they're making individualised displays for large-scale events like Tesco's celebrations, they will make some of the displays by hand and customise them with corporate colours. This is a high-cost way of producing the fireworks. However, because job production allows each product to be unique, it's much more attractive to the customer, it's Tesco's, and Skyburst can therefore charge a premium price. For their science shows, however, Skyburst will assemble batches of fireworks made up for either primary schools or secondary schools. The same show then can be run for different primary school events, so that all the displays in the batch could be the same. It speeds up production and lowers the cost of putting the display together, allowing them to still make a profit even when they're being paid less for a display. So for Skyburst, they adapt the production method depending upon whether the customer needs a unique product and is willing to pay the higher price. For the fireworks company, dealing with tailor-made products for corporate clients, I recommend they use job production to ensure the customer gets exactly the product they want, improving customer service and allowing them to charge a higher price for a display that's exactly tailored to their needs. This is far more suitable than batch production, which can't provide the customised product for each client. So that response should get about 10 marks, and what we're looking for, what the examiner is looking for, is showing some knowledge. So talking about job production and batch production, there you've got business terms. Okay, it goes on to talk about what those business terms actually mean and gives an example of how they're used by Skyburst. So Skyburst uses a job production which allows each product to be unique and therefore allows them to charge a premium price. So you explain what the definition and what the business term means and what it means for the business. Then it gives another example of science shows. Skyburst will be using batch production, and that speeds up production and it lowers the cost of putting the display together. So this is what they do, this is how they use it, this is the benefit of it. Okay, so there you're getting up to around about the into the sort of middle ground of a level 3 mark, because you're talking about, you're showing knowledge, you're applying it to a particular business, yeah, and you're also analysing why it's important. The thing that you can't get any more than 5 marks if you don't have any reference to the local area. Now what that means is you must talk about it in the context of Skyburst. Now we've done that, so even this little section there should get you up into the round about the sort of 7 marks. Then you need a judgment, okay? At the end you need a recommendation for which of these methods should be used by the fireworks company, and then justify why that is. Okay, so I recommend they use job production to ensure the customer gets exactly the product they want, and then I've sort of compared that with the alternative. It's far more suitable than batch production, which cannot provide the customised product for each client. Now you've got key things. business terminology. You've got explaining the benefits of it. You talked about how Skyburst use it. And then you do another alternative sort of method of production, which is the batch production. Again, why it's important and how Skyburst use it. Okay, and then finally, you've got your recommendation at the end. If you do those things, you should be well into the 8 to 10 marks, and that's going to get you your A's and B's.